How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video, and with this one, kind of going back on my roots a little bit, responding to dog hater type content. Now, for those who don't remember, it's been a while. I did videos on certain individuals, on and off, about their ethics when it comes to their, or at least, let's call it occult-like propaganda when it comes to some of the rhetoric they have made against dogs in general, as well as dog owners, shaming people who own dogs, using slander tactics, as well as let's just put it as it is, not suitable data when it comes to some of their reasoning. One person in particular, or at least a couple, that are offenders of this would be K9Aversion and I Hate Dogs. K9Aversion is now, calling yourself a different name, but all in all, you get the picture. So we've discussed those individuals, as well as a few of other people who were fans of theirs. So, in a sense, we're kind of doing the same thing here. This is somebody who made a video, which is basically titled, I support K9Aversion and I hate dogs. So, this should be interesting. As well as, when it comes to some of the things that we've had to deal with when it comes to the quote-unquote fan base of K9Aversion and I hate dogs. So, without further ado, here we go. Also, I need to put my... Hold on. There we go. Put my hat out like that. So, alright, here we go.
I am clearly a fan of the channel I Hate Dogs. This is where I started.
Also, just so you guys know, I pulled out the audio-only video reference is censored due to cowards abusing copyright protected by the fair use law. Image, as well as blurring the video itself, because knowing some of these people, they will claim the videos. So audio only, as per usual when it comes to videos like this.
Out on my journey, and then I came upon K9Aversion. I like her channel. I like her viewpoints.
I don't see why.
And it is what it is.
Not really. I mean, I'm sure you give an explanation, but okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Now, I will say one more thing about this.
Please do.
Because, you know what it is?
Not really.
I'm trying to think of the word that people do. They're gaslighting you.
Gaslighting. Really? Okay. All right, let's hear them out. How are you gaslighting?
Try to make it seem like you're crazy, or you're saying all this. This last person said, I'm making death threats.
Huh. That's funny. That's actually kind of funny, considering the fact that when it comes to a couple of the people that we have, debated or rebutted when it comes to the ethics involving, the canine variety, particularly I Hate Dogs, Dog Lovers Are Mentally Ill, Rational Thinker, or Irrational Thinker, as I like to call them, as well as The Truth About Dogs. 3 cases, by the way, that we've had to deal with. 3 of them have been very irrational. When their own ethics are combated, they claim that people are threatening them, that they're being, quote-unquote, harassed, which that usually isn't the case. So, I'm not sure how we're gaslighting. And usually, by the way, when it comes down to it, when their ethics are combated, they're usually the ones claiming death threats. That we're the ones claiming death threats towards them. So, yeah.
See? I won't make you famous. I won't show your comment because I haven't made death threats to anybody. This is what I'm talking about.
Or more likely, you'll delete the comments like K9Aversion. which it seems like a few people have done. So yeah.
A lot of these people that are constantly leaving comments, they're gaslighting.
Not really. Just giving their opinions.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're twisting what I'm saying, and I don't care. And
not really twisting what you're saying, especially with in this format right now where I am, going like just pausing the video periodically. So it's like the raw video. I am, besides, your video being blurred out as well as, the image. This is your video, and I am piece by piece going through what you say.
This is why we call you dog nutters.
Not really. So, I'm trying to understand this. So, from what I'm getting so far, is basically, you don't like what people have to say, and more likely, if it's true, you're going to use name calling as well as using, kind of ironically, tucking your tail between your legs and running, especially when it comes to other people's criticism of you. That's basically what it is. And when it comes to, people having a different opinion, you try to perform a slander campaign when you don't get your way. Again, it makes you wonder who's the ethical one in this situation. The people who have given you criticism or yourselves. And if for some reason somebody answered, dog haters, then, clearly there's something wrong. By the way, I should point out too that not all dog haters, I'm not hating on all dog haters, okay? I know there's some people that are afraid of dogs. Okay, cool. I understand. But the thing is, when it comes to these people in general, K9Aversion, I hate dogs, who use misinformation, try to spew propaganda, as well as use fear tactics, that's what I have a problem with. Especially when some of the information they get is wrong. And we've called them out several times in these videos, by the way, when it comes to the content that we produce. So, yeah, your Messiah K9Aversion isn't that great.
Why are you twisting my comments? To this person, the Dark Reindeer, he said, you are making videos where you're laughing at harming dogs. That.
By the way, that's another thing is when it comes to people like I hate dogs, dog lovers, and mentally ill. They were literally posting videos of the harm of animals. I know they'll just say, "Oh, it's just dogs." No, it's the harm of animals. So you can stop. If anything, that's animal abuse, and I'm pretty sure that is against the terms of service. Just like, again, using I hate dogs, dog lovers, and mentally ill as a reference again, where he was making death threats towards individuals for having a different opinion and calling them out on his bad behavior.
That's not true. You are twisting my words. Once again,
no, we're not.
I said that I would pay for to put my dog down if it was going to be expensive. You're damn right. I will not empty out my life savings to pay. To me, a dog is not my family. It's a pet. Okay. What's going on in society? And you know what? I went over to his video. I watched the whole video. I read the comments. His channel needs to be taken down. You see what I'm...
As much as I disagree, I'm going to say this. As much as I disagree with some of the ethics of K9Aversion, and I hate dogs. Well, actually, I hate dogs, dog lovers, and mentally ill. That's a different story, especially with, again, the fact that they were sending death threats towards individuals. I never want to try to, try to claim or say that somebody's channel should be taken down. Honestly, that's not my position to do that. And it's I think if ultimately, and I doubt YouTube would ever do anything when it comes to stuff like that. And oddly, it's the wrong people that they do it to. Um, you know, wink, wink, YouTube. I feel that if anything, should be given a chance to speak their minds. But at the same time, people, when it comes to their ethics, should be challenged. If you say something that is really stupid, then guess what? Be prepared for somebody to criticize you and what you have to say. Which I'm sure that, we're going to have a few people that are going to go to this video and then criticize what I have to say. So, understandably.
Saying if you have a counter opinion, then shut the person up. I don't give a shit if you take this channel down. Go ahead, go for it. I won't make another. You won't have to hear from me again. It's just that simple. But we live in this whole cancel culture world where if I don't like what you're saying, I'm gonna take his whole channel down. Go ahead.
I doubt anybody said that.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what.
Though I think Dark Ranger did say something like that when it comes to K9Aversion, but I'm wondering if it was due to the fact that, again, because of her bad ethics when it comes to some of the things she says, as well as some of the people that she promotes, are to some extent dangerous.
You do. I don't give a shit what anybody does. I'm not getting paid by YouTube. You think I give a shit?
I don't get paid by YouTube either.
You're damn right. I proudly support K9Aversion. Proudly support her. I like her. I love her channel.
So, you didn't really. So basically, you complain about people giving their opinions when it comes to. Again, you're complaining about people giving their opinions, and you support a coward who can't handle a different opinion than hers. Huh. Interesting.
I hate dogs channel. I love it.
I don't see how anybody could like that channel.
You want to know why? Everybody is entitled to their counter opinions.
That I would agree with. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. However, you shouldn't be shaming people for having a different opinion than yours.
Whether other people like it or not, everybody's entitled to their counter opinion.
So if that's the case, then why, especially with people that support dogs, why would you use name calling like dog nutter in order to for someone who has a different opinion? I'm not understanding the logic here. And I've noticed too, especially when it comes to comments, people use that as a quote unquote derogatory term for people who have been very vocal when it comes to this content of the dog hater community. So I'm kind of curious. It's like if you're for opinions, then why are you using derogatory terms or using name calling against people who have a different opinion than yours? I'm sure I probably won't get an answer for that, but I think everybody would understand where I'm coming from.
You may not like my opinion, but I have a right to an opinion, whether you like it or not. That's
Again,
the way
you
I
do.
Look at it.
You do.
I have the right.
Again, you have the right to have your opinion, and I have the right to have mine. You may not like dogs. I like dogs. I have 2 Chihuahuas that that I have in my house that I freaking adore. They cause no problems. Some people have big dogs. Some people have pit bulls. Honestly, and again, that's okay. If you don't like dogs, that's fine. But don't go around, just using, slander or freaking like derogatory terms or shaming somebody who likes something that you don't. It's simple as that.
Right for an opinion, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. And if you don't like it, you move on. My words were twisted. And because people get emotional about this topic, and I don't care. I literally.
I always love that. I always fucking love that. If you don't care, why are you making the video? Obviously, you're making the video to try to defend yourself on what you say or do. So there is no sense in you saying you don't care when you're making a video defending what you say or do. Simple as that.
Really don't care. Like I said, this one person that I told him hours later, why are you still commenting? Two of these dudes. Why are you still commenting for? Why don't you move on? Why are you so obsessed with me? What is your problem? Now I got to start blocking you because you're just fucking annoying.
And that's another thing too. It's you got some of these people act like they're they can't be beat or anything, but blocking. Again, I always had this opinion that if you can't handle what people say, if you can't handle having just a tiny bit of criticism on what you say or do, that to some extent is a form of cowardice, or at least your unwillingness to change your point of view. When it comes to me, I try very hard not to block anyone. I always feel that there should be an open, chain of, criticism when it comes to me, because I'm sure there's going to be a few people that be like, oh, you're so stupid, which I'm sure there's going to be a few. But at the same time, I allow it. It's stupid comments, but at the same time, they're allowed to say what they have to say. They're just on a keyboard. It's not like they're going to freaking look me up. But at the same time, it's, it's stupid. If there's no point. There is really no point to blocking anybody. What's it? It's just words. Like, what? Are words really going to kill you? Really? It's stupid. Why are you blocking people? Unless again, you are afraid of what people have to say.
You are annoying.
You are annoying.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're just getting psychotically emotional.
I love that. Psychotically emotional. Yeah, I'm sure.
Psychotically emotional.
Oh, gosh.
Damn right. I am proud of K9Aversion's channel. I really am.
So, again, you're proud of a coward who spreads misinformation as well as runs when they are criticized. Also, I want to point out, again, uses fear tactics to try to get their message across. Yeah, that basically sums up K9Aversion.
You get upset about what we say, but
not really.
Here's the challenge to you.
Oh, really?
I want you to type in the comments section. Do you agree with me that it's a tragedy when a child dies by getting killed by a dog? If you don't agree with that, then like I said, this is the reason why I block you. Because human life comes before dog life.
So I'm going to say right off, it's tragic how a child dies in any form. Whether they are mauled by a dog or they, for some reason, when they're born, they suffer from some sort of illness that causes them to, not be able to exist in this world. There's a lot of things that, I mourn for when it comes to life. But when it comes down to it, and it just goes to show how much you've kind of drank the Kool-Aid, using that tactic of, trying to use sympathy of, oh, do you mourn when a child dies, when a dog kills them? By the way, first of all, there is a small, the rating of, dog bites or death or fatalities from dog maulings is not as big as you think it is, which I've done videos where I've addressed this already. And if I have to, I will again. But at the same time, there are other ways that a child could be killed. In fact, for all we know, a child, the nanny could, just go on and suffocate the child. Or if anything, a robber comes in and shoots the child. So it's not just dogs that kill, children or people. It's people and other animals, as well as the variety of different diseases. Unfortunately, I hate to be that guy, but life is fickle. And I know I'm going to sound cold when I say this. And again, I've sympathized for those people that end up losing, the loved ones when it comes to, death or tragedies. But ultimately, it's something that happens. And down the line, again, I know I'm going to sound like an asshole, but the rating of dog maulings that cause fatalities is not as high as these people try to make it out to be. So this tactic of, trying to use the sympathy of, thinking of the child being mauled by a dog is pathetic. Sad to say it, but it's true. It's pathetic.
It does. If you don't think so, then you are a sick person. I don't want nothing to do with you. That's why I keep telling these people, stop commenting to me. I don't give a shit about you.
Joke's on you. Joke's on you. I don't comment. I just make videos.
The human life is more valuable than a dog's life, and if you don't, then you just move on from me. We're done here. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Here's the sad fact. All life is precious. That's the way I treat it. All life is precious. For all I know, I could be hit by a truck, tomorrow. Anybody's time can come. So, when it comes to you using, a child as a sort of scapegoat for your tactics, shame on you. That tactic in of itself is pathetic. And if anything, it just shows to me how shaky your ethics are when it comes to, or at least your acknowledgement when it comes to this whole topic. But anywho, enough about that. So that was my interaction or reaction or response to that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. This is Rob and Novakast signing off. Have a good one and take care. Peace.